Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Hoppick, and I direct our Parent Support Services, the Adult Education and Readiness for the World of Work programs, and our Community Schools Initiative at Rivera Community Middle School and Gregory Elementary. Mercer Street Friends has a couple of other programs too that we're not going to talk about in detail today, but I just wanted to mention those, and they include our food bank and our preschool. Our topic for today is establishing nurturing parenting routines. Next slide.
Routines. Everyone incorporates routines into their daily lives to make life easier and more predictable. As a parent of young and teen children, establishing nurturing parenting routines can make your job a little easier and for a child more fun and reassuring.
Next slide.
Children. 4 important factors stand out related to the health of children. Feeling of trust and security, a strong sense of personal power, demonstrating caring for oneself and others, feelings of positive self-worth.
Next slide.
Trust and security. Routines help establish feelings of security and trust in children. Children feel secure when they know what to expect and are treated in a respectful manner. Feelings of security help children learn to trust their parents and other caring family members. As they continue growth, they become secure and trustworthy people in their own rights.
Next slide.
Empathy, the ability to care, to be aware of the needs and feelings of another person and respond in a caring and respectful manner. Research shows that empathetic children are more popular in school and are more outgoing, more sensitive, and better adjusted emotionally than children with low levels of empathy. Nurturing parenting routines used in a consistent manner will clearly help children experience and value the qualities of empathy.
Next slide.
Personal power. Giving children choices and honoring their opinions and feelings encourage their growth and independence. Children who feel respected and empowered is more likely to make healthy choices. And we can't say that enough. Empowered by being able to express their feelings. Children who feel they have a sense of personal power don't engage in ongoing power struggles and tend to be more cooperative. And remember, power struggles is just part of a child growing up. Children with a strong positive sense of personal power are less likely to engage in unhealthy and destructive behaviors such as violence towards self and others.
Next slide.
Feelings of positive self-worth. Children who have a positive self-worth generally display a positive, healthy outlook on life, treat themselves and others with respect, and make good choices. When any element of life has worth, it has value, and when something has value, it is treasured. Positive self-worth promotes a healthy quality of life. Establishing nurturing parenting routines. There are several important ingredients that go into establishing nurturing parenting routines. Gentle touch. Gentle, positive touch such as hugs, comfort, hugs of joy, kisses, communicate love, caring to your child. High five, pats on the back. Praising your children and the good things they do build their sense of power, their self-worth, and the desire to cooperate. And make sure that cooperation is what we're looking for, encouraging that. Help happy, pleasant facial expressions. Young children love to look at a happy, playful face. Any age person, when you're dealing with them, love to look at a happy, playful face. Having a sense of caring environments can strengthen a young child's emotional stability and have long-lasting effect on them for the rest of their lives.
I would like if we could take a moment and pause at this point, because really, this is like the secret sauce part of the whole routine. You know, if we're talking about routines in general, they're important. They're very important. I think that's why we're doing this, because kids need to know what to expect. They need to know what's coming next. It kind of helps give us an order to the day, right? But if we can end up, if we're not careful, running our home kind of like the tight ship mentality, like, soldiers, everybody get in line. And while that's important, the most important part of this whole thing is that it be nurturing. And what does that mean? It means you might want to make sure you remember to take the meat out of the freezer the night before, right? So you can kind of get the flow going. We don't want to fall behind on certain things, but also, especially now, we're in a pandemic, you have more time with your kids. Wouldn't it be amazing just to take a moment to lock eyes with your baby? Lock eyes with your child. Ask them how they're feeling. How are they doing? I know that since we're all home, especially if we have kids at home, we kind of all have moments where we're just sick of it, right? We're sick of all of it. We need a break, we need a rest, and our kids are feeling that too. So I want you to remember, when you're thinking about your routine, to take a moment and just enjoy each other, right? We would love it if they would just be quiet sometimes, just bring it down just a little bit. But you know what? The beauty of hearing the laughter of children, sometimes we can miss that just because we're around it all day, right? But sometimes maybe we should just step into that joy that they're feeling. Have a laugh with them. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them how they're feeling about school. And when you're cooking, let's not approach it like we're just trying to get the job done. It's easy as moms. We just want to get it done. I want to get in bed at the end of the day. I want to have a cup of coffee without somebody saying mom. But maybe you can invite them in. I will say, if I can go on a small little tangent, my mother was a just get the job done. And you know what she did? By the time I was ready to leave the house, there was only a couple, maybe a handful of things. On one hand, I could count the amount of things that I could cook. I had to figure it out for myself. So we're trying to raise kids who are ready to face society, right? With their head up, like, I'm ready for this. But we also want them to feel supported. We want them to feel like they can do it, and that they can lean on us when they can't. So invite them in the kitchen. Say, come over here and separate or snap these string beans for me, or peel these potatoes for me, and talk, connect. Don't just do the routine, right? But bring them into that routine. Invite them to step into your process, and don't forget to take a moment to step into theirs. Okay? That's my little soapbox moment.
Yeah, and what Alicia was saying, is very, true. Also, like, the feelings, how the children feel, like how you identify how they feel, what is causing that emotion too. Like, with this pandemic, the emotion that the kids are going through, it's extreme. They are dealing with a lot of stress because they have to manage a different kind of routine they used to have. And now they have to do something different, totally different than they used to. And also teaching how to manage, their feelings by themselves too. Allow them and honor them, how they feel about it. It's okay for them to be angry. It's okay for them to be stressful and, not know what to do about how is their day going. Maybe their routine is going to change because every day is going to be different. It's not going to be the same. Every single day is going to be different. It's not going to be how you did, yesterday, or how you planned it. It's going to be, every day is going to be different. As a parent, we have to balance about their feelings and also ensure that they are not in trouble when they're angry. When they're angry, even when they are feeling like that, frustrated, as a parent and caregiver, you have to help the children, how to manage those feelings, how to manage their feelings, and should be the priority. You have to be thinking, my child is angry. We have to figure out and let them know that it's okay to feel that way. It is totally normal. It's okay to feel like that. And having a safe and secure home environment will help children also express their feelings easier and healthier too. So it will allow you children to actually express, their emotion more easy. And you as a parent will have your job more easy too, because then exactly what is going on with your children, and the routine gonna help, more like that, allowing them express how they feels about it. So that's my my little point about feelings in there.
That's great, Maria. I think Chelsea's going to talk a little bit about having fun.
Oh, okay.
Chelsea, you there?
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. So having fun and a sense of humor is important for families and kids alike. And more importantly, it's something that can be utilized really quickly and something that you can pull out of your hat at any kind of moment. Having a sense of humor is a feeling that happiness and playfulness are important aspects to life. There's nothing like a sense of humor to help a parent and a child through a day. And it doesn't mean poking fun at the child or saying something embarrassing or the other way around. The sense of humor we're talking about is not the back and forth kind of negative or potentially negative play fun that you sometimes see siblings interact with, but almost a connector between parents and children. It's a healthy coping skill that can help ease tension and almost ease some negative emotions. And honestly, this is something that's one of my most important skills that I use with kids, especially in the school setting. It really breaks the ice, it breaks the tension, and it leads for a space for more conversation.
Yeah, and if somebody isn't feeling about laughing a particular day, that's another way into their little heads and hearts. You know, you can say, oh, you look really cranky today, or you look really sad today. And that's a connection, and that back and forth is something that's really special to children. And it gets back to, you know, to those daily routines. If you put these little, what did Alicia just call it, the sauce, right? The seasoning. Put these little seasonings in there. It makes life, you know, over the long haul, much easier for everybody if you really acknowledge that you and your child know each other and you know what you need to do during the day. And if anybody messes up, you acknowledge it, you laugh at yourself sometimes. And sometimes you can engage them in a little plan. Wow, we got to get out the door tomorrow morning at 8:00. How the heck are we doing that? And your 6-year-old might say, well, I can make sure my shoes are set up by the door tonight. Or somebody else can say, okay, well, you know, I'll lay my clothes out. And so, you know, so that connection is what is really part of the routines. As Alicia said, not like you're in the military, but just, you know, you're a family and you're trying to figure out how to get together through these difficult times and have some fun while you're doing it, as well as getting the job done and getting who needs to get where, when. Slide.
Healthy family routines are important. Make a commitment to creating your own family routine. And remember, as you're creating this family routine, it's the whole family involved. The whole family discuss what your daily tasks are, deciding what you want your day to look like. Be flexible. No day is going to be the same. Different activities that might be included in your daily routine: mealtime, prepping for school and work, homework, chores, family fun time, talk time, bath time, bedtime, self-care. Family routines are personal. Every family has one. Even if you don't think you have one, you have one. Talking about it with your children, making that plan. I think Karen was the one that said, talking, communicating with your children what we need to do when we get up in the morning, what we need to do to get through the day, how we're going to get our homework done. With this pandemic going on, a lot of people are struggling with being home all day long, doing schoolwork and stuff, and still doing the family chores and mealtime. So just talking about it with the fam and figuring it out, sometimes even writing it down, will make a difference for you and your children. And that last one, self-care. You cannot take care of your children the way they should be taken care of if you're not taking care of yourself. And that's easier for us all to say than for us to do, because we sort of, like, as parents, take care of our children first. But if we're not getting a good night's sleep, we're a little cranky and might not be able to deal with what the child is going through. So making sure that self-care remains an important part of nurturing parenting, taking care of oneself. And in turn, you're role modeling for your children the importance of taking care of yourself, whether that's getting a good night's sleep, doing some exercise, having those family fun times. It works for the whole family. And Alicia, I see you shaking your head.
Get your coffee, honey. Get your coffee in the morning.
Yes, coffee.
Yeah.
Next
But
slide.
it's just an important time.
Absolutely. Okay. Wow, that went quickly. We certainly could have said a lot more, when the few of us get together that have been on this with our families today, talk about this stuff, we can go on and really have a great conversation. Unfortunately, we only have a limited amount of time today, but any parents that are here with us and anyone seeing this on a recording later on, we'd really like to, first of all, hope that some of these thoughts and tips have been helpful for you, and that your family can work together on trying to create a daily routine, if that's what you choose, and to just think about these 3 questions. What daily routines do you and your family have? Are your family routines working for you? And are there any routines that you would like to change or add for your family?